Don't show blood on YouTube. Didn't really think of showing you the water quality on a rainy day. That wasn't a forethought, was it? I guess we
got water.
You got water. Mate, there's water falling from the sky. You don't need to collect it in your poncho. It's out on the Hannam Vale Road, and that is South Brother, which there's no roads run up to South Brother, so one of our goals one day is trying to get access to get over there. We'll walk up there. That's Middle Brother, so you can see it's a pretty cloudy day. We're out and about venturing after some rain. Amazing colour in that tree. So we're out and about again. It's a bit of a rainy, drippy day.
Hi guys.
We're missing one today. He's doing something else. So we're actually at Hannam Vale, which if you've never been here, pretty much. So there's the school. We've got the general store, cafe over there. Beautiful. That Illawarra flame tree is just amazing at the moment. And around the back is an old church. There's a tennis court. There is a community hall further up the road. Well, yeah, we're out here actually going to the waterfall. But other than the RFS shed, the school, the old church, the cafe and the hall, it's one of those little quiet villages. It's very quiet actually. And it's a rainy day. It's been raining for a little while, so yeah, everything's wet. The ground is wet, the road is wet, but yeah, it's a nice little spot. We'll mark as usual. We'll put a mark on the map where we are. But yeah, nice little pleasant drive inland from moorland, inland from the national parks on the north coast there, to a quiet little village that it's got quite a bit of interesting history with it as well. But we're going to go see if we can find some lunch, see what's going on. So this is a nice little road up here. The council have just finished pretty much refurbishing it to an amazing standard. Actually, for many years it was what we used to jokingly call potholes holding hands, not a road. But as you can see, it's not a bad road. So we're heading up this road. This is the road up to Waitui. And so this is the little village. This was a see it. Can't really go over there, it's on private property now, but down over that way is the old timber mill. They've put a new roof on it. I don't know how well that'll show up on the video, but yeah, this is the little village, Waitui. And out the window there is, I'll have to find out and I'll add it to the info, there is an actual blueberry farm up here on the road. I don't know when their harvest is, but they welcome you to come in and pick your own blueberries. You can pick your own fresh blueberries off the farm. I'll put that info up in a second. It'll pop up somewhere. For those who don't know where the falls are, it can be, there are locals who will take down the sign because they don't want tourists here, which is not fair. So whether or not there is actually a sign up or not, you'll come to this T-intersection. So if you look up that way, that goes up the hill, or there's down the hill. You want to go down the hill. You want to go down this hill here, and you will cross a bridge. Now this timber bridge, this is where your waterfall, where the water's coming through. So the way to find the falls, if there's no one here, it's on the right hand side. So where that white car's parked is a bit of a giveaway. There is a sign there at the moment, but sometimes there may not be a sign. So if you've come out side of that over the bridge, and you see this big turning circle. So there's this turning circle, and then if you come back down, you're at the falls. Don't go back up that hill very far. You're at the waterfall. You're at the falls, or at the falls walk. This is the walk down to the falls. So again, if someone has pilfered the sign, got rid of the sign, there are locals who will trash the sign just because they don't want people here. They think it's, you know, whatever. If you do that little turning circle up the top of the hill there, so yeah, you come up that hill and you'll see there's that turning circle. If you keep going up that hill, you won't find the falls. The falls are down in here. So it is raining quite well here, so we're going to get some, probably pull out a poncho and do some exploring under a bit of cover. Yeah, so it is raining. We don't care. We've got our ponchos on, and we're going out for a walk. A little bit of a look around. We did bring the drone with us today, but we're not going to be pulling the drone out in this weather. So there we go. That's the falls there. There are a couple of tracks around. So yeah, as I said, it's not a huge waterfall. It's not a big waterfall in the fact of, it's not a massive drop. I think it's 3.5 metres or something. But yeah, it's a scenic little spot. Swimming hole down the bottom there. I don't know about swimming there today. It's a bit murky looking. There's lots of little spots to sort of explore around. We're just going to have a sickie beak around the top, have a look around up here, and then we might head down and show you a view from the bottom. But this creek here, this area up here has tracks all through it.
How deep is this one?
How deep is it here? I think from memory it's only about waist deep.
Because
You want to chuck a stick in and check? Yeah. So I've got a little spot for a nice little walk where the kids could come down and explore along the side of the creek. It's not deep. Due to the rain we've had, the water does look grey, a greeny grey. But even in the rain, like, lots of little pokey, explory sort of spots. There is two ways here. You can come to Waitui Falls off the highway up through Hannam Vale. You can also, if you're over the Newbies Lookout Way, which we did a couple of videos ago, you can continue across the National Park and into State Forest, and eventually you'll end up over this side. even on a wet, drizzly, rainy day, this is actually quite a good spot to explore. Now I don't have hiking boots on, I actually have river shoes on, which some people would frown at, but I'm happy to walk through the shallow current up here in river shoes. I'm not worried about having my hiking boots soaking wet. So if we follow that river above the falls, the watercourse, it will eventually lead us back to that bridge on the road, which is where we're headed for now. So yeah, sort of a little loop track you can do if you don't mind getting your feet wet. We have a Dawson back there somewhere. Yeah, and of course, I'm going to keep going. You right there, mate? So that's the other side of that bridge there. And then that water course goes for miles. Goes way up back up into the forestry. So yeah, a good little walk through there. If you wanted to just go for a stroll. Excellent. So perspective of that was that bridge when we first referenced if you were looking for Waitui Falls and you weren't sure how to find it. As you come up the hill, you're not really going very far. You're really not going very far past the falls once you're coming up the hill. So you can see where my car's parked, and just in front of it is the marker, and beside it is the track back down to the falls. I think people get caught up and they think they have to drive, I'm not sure, further up the hill looking for a bigger waterfall. So yeah, lots of parking. Summertime, there's a few cars here. We're going to head back down the track and we're going to have a view from the bottom of the falls. So this track is
up there or down there?
We're going down this track. Now be careful while it's wet. This is not a stepped track. So we're going to take it slow and steady.
I'm going my way.
You going your way? And this will take us down. There is a small, yes, there is a picnic table. I do believe there's a fireplace.
Oh, doing a picnic out here.
So, yeah, picnic table. Oh yes, we have a fireplace. Oh, that's an upgrade since we were here last. Last time it was a metal one. It's been upgraded to a concrete fireplace. And of course people dump rubbish in it. You folks, if you're watching this, stop dumping rubbish. It's just not. So, and there's the bottom of the falls. We'll get a nice shot of the falls. Nice shot of the falls. So yeah, not the biggest waterfall around, not by any means. But yeah, when the water's clear, it's actually a really nice clear swimming hole. You can see, you see what's going on. There used to be a rope swing. Yes, there is a rope swing there. You risk, obviously. Didn't really think of showing you the water quality on a rainy day. That wasn't a forethought, was it? But yeah, it is a nice waterfall when it's cool. Little bridge across. What seems to be mandatory around these parts is a overhang type cave. There's a few of these around. Whether it's just, I'm not a geologist, but I assume it's part of the geology that the overhangs do that. A beach, I guess. It's a little Waitui, way back on Waitui beach and catch some rays. Yeah, that's you check the. It's not too cold. It's not as cold as it's not as cold as Potteroo was. So if you watched our Potteroo video, that waterfall was cold. What happened? Being very cautious here because I cannot see the bottom. But yeah. And there's been times where we've had torrential rain and all the way across that face has been water flowing. Like the creek or the river actually gets up and that whole face across there is all water. So we obviously haven't had that much rain yet. It's a nice quiet little spot. It's fairly easy to access, it's just the drive up. 20-minute drive, 25-minute drive from the highway. Fairly decent roads to get up into that washed area. And we have a bit of a, I guess we,
Got water.
You got water. Mate, there's water falling from the sky, you don't need to collect it in your poncho. So we've just come down, so the falls are right there. So we've come down around the corner, another little exploring spot. Down, following this watercourse down. So there is a lot, it's not just the waterfall, there's lots of little nooks and crannies to explore. Most of it seems pretty safe. We found a couple of really slippery rocks, but that's obviously wet weather. The humidity's affecting that as well as them just being rocks. But yeah, nice little spots you can explore. Just have your water safety drain on. It's another spot that we've found in this in this valley that we just impressed with it. It's easy to find, no cost, which is always fantastic. Yeah, if you we'll put a pin on the map, and maybe one day come up and explore Waitui Falls. Oh, the rain stopped. I got a little bit of footage, got a little bit of drone footage, put the drone up, but now it's getting humid because the weather's out and we're getting hungry, so we're going to say...
There are leeches.
Yeah, he scored a leech. Don't show blood on YouTube. Ah! We're going to say thank you to you guys for joining us once again. We had a bit of fun up here.
Yeah.
It was very wet. We did find a leech or two. We're going to go down the truck stop and find a big yummy burger.
Yeah.
Because we're hungry. So we might even include you in that. But yeah, we thank you for joining us at Waitui Falls. And
Bye.
if you're up this way, or you know little hidey holes that are worth looking at up this way, or you have a question, you can always leave a comment. Bye.
Bye.